What's up, guys? Welcome to BroBeats. You read the title, you know what's about to happen, so let's go ahead and get into it. So first we're gonna grab in a scale so you can see what I'm doing. So we can just opt in for one of my favorites, somewhere around the F sharp. We could do minor, of course. So let's do this, boom, and I'll just go ahead and name it. And this is just to prep us for the melody, of course. So F minor, I think that's the one I picked. We can close this, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. So I just picked some of these sounds, and this is part of some of my favorite sounds in FL, or not FL, but Omnisphere, as you can see. So we have this Jazz Stacks Do accent. I found this sound, and it's pretty cool, but I put some stuff on top. So this is the bare bones. So we can use this. Thought this would be interesting. And then it has like a built-in like halftime, so we can put that on. Okay. So that should sound pretty cool. So let's go ahead and start with this, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and just get up in here in the piano roll. So we just want some chords. Now we could cheat a little bit. You can start on your F. Okay, you can go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom. Move that over, okay? And then we can kind of start there from here. And then I'm gonna copy it up. And then the goal here, we just wanna have a little bit of fun here, make a hard beat. We don't want to stress ourselves out, just kind of play around and see what chords we like. So we can just do our little minor, A sharp minor, do something here, and it's already sounding real good, okay, just from those chords. But obviously we need to make it a melody, so we're just gonna add a few little notes in there to make it unique and stuff. So maybe we could do something like this, pull this up, and maybe we could add some of these notes in there. Wait. Okay. Okay, that's what I'm going for right there. Perfect. Anything else? Maybe we can add a little note. We do this. Oops. Yeah, see my mouse is broken again. So it's gonna double click every now and then. You can edit the velocity, but I'm not gonna be doing that. I just kind of want to stay focused on actually building. So it's gonna get a little squished here. You can't see the notes, but that's just kind of the sacrifice we have to make. So we can take all this and just kind of let that play out, and maybe change some things up. Like, I don't know, we could. Not sure how I feel about this note. Doesn't sound bad, obviously. Okay, we'll keep it in there. And then from here on out, we just kind of just throw. And then we're gonna need a lower note, because I'm making this based off the 808, like how I want to build the 808. Let's just try this. That's low enough. Boom. Let's see. Okay, and then we'll go back here, and this will be the hardest part of the video. So turn that on, and we can kind of add a little. Why is it doing that? Whatever. Okay, so I'll need to change the timing. So I'll render it out and cut it. So what I'll do is render it, and then, well, actually when I render it out, I'll do something like this, right? I'm not gonna do it on screen because it's not needed. And then I'll just kind of cut it so that it's on time. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then we can go ahead and move on to our next sound. Okay, so I went ahead and rendered it out. So this is what it's like. I didn't do anything crazy. I just kind of pitched it. So I did mute the main sound, of course. We don't want it doubling. And usually when you have something pitched up, you want to turn the volume down a little bit because higher pitched sounds are easier to hear and lowers aren't. So you got to kind of balance it out. So yeah, that is kind of the, I guess we can just use this as like the chopping portion. So let's go ahead and move on. And now we can do our second instrument. This is just kind of be like the counter, just something to add to it. A little bit more depth, kind of like some ear candy, whatever. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're gonna add in a little second instrument. So I chose this piano. I thought this was nice. Okay, this Omnisphere 3 has a lot of cool sounds, especially like trap, dark beats, hard beats, whatever. So this is like the setup that I have. I think I've tweaked this a little bit because this is a saved preset. So I usually just kind of save them into like my own like favorites folder, so I don't have to search for them. So this is what I have if you want to copy. So we're just gonna add a little ear candy, just something to like give it a little life, okay? And then, let me see. Kind of want to do something like that. I'm kind of going for, like in my head, I'm kind of listening for something like that. Maybe we could do something like this. I really like those echoes. It's sounding pretty nice. Keep these fairly short. Turn the velocity down slightly. I do feel like it's a little strong. Okay. I think that has enough bounce that I'm looking for. We'll copy it over. Make sure it's in the right spot. And then I guess from here, we just pull it down an octave. But we'll have to adjust this. So let's do something like this. I'm gonna zoom in for you. Okay, so I want to get this right. So let's move this over. Then we use this. Perfect. Just change the links a bit. And I know I'm kind of going slow, not talking much, because I'm really listening to see what I like. I'm gonna offset this a little bit. And it actually kind of sounds like a guitar. Like now I'm listening to it a lot more. This piano kind of sounds like a guitar. All right, so that is it. So what we'll do is we're halfway done. So now we'll just go ahead and add the drums in, and then we'll probably add like some stuff on top just to kind of make it sound cool, whatever. But and then I'll show you kind of like my mixing, like my regular preset, and then yeah, we'll be done. So let's go ahead and do the drums. Lastly, we're gonna go ahead and do the drums. So well, I guess we can keep this up because this is gonna kind of be our melody. But for the drums, we would definitely need to let's do the 808 first. Actually, no, let's go back here, and I need to fix this. Actually, I don't feel like that note. I'm gonna do something real quick, and I'll just keep this in because it's kind of troubleshooting. Dude, why? There we go. I'm gonna just play this because I want to actually check this. Is this actually? Sounds good. Well, I guess, you know, we'll just go with the scale. I don't know, it sounded a little weird. Here, boom. Okay. And then we'll just use this as the baseline because, I don't know, maybe I was hearing something different. I want to make sure that. Okay, so that's our baseline, and we just basify it. Do this, turn it up. And we got to make sure we go with the melody, not against it. And boom. Wait, does this stop? No, it doesn't. And then yeah, now we add our drums in. So this is pretty easy. Like we obviously. Let me make sure these on bar just in case. And this be on bar. And then I think once we get the hi-hats, it should. Hey, let me move this up. It's kind of confusing me. This is off. Okay, and I actually really like that. So what we'll do lastly is I'll probably load up an effect on the melody or something. Whatever I do, I don't know. You'll see it, and then I'll show you like the post-processing presets that I use. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so I didn't do a lot, but I kind of did a lot in the playlist. So I'll show you all that. So this is my, what is it? The doobly piano, okay? So I just put that here, and then I just put this preset on. Literally, I loaded up the momentary presets and I was just bouncing around, and this one sounded pretty good. So I'm gonna actually just play that just in context. So I thought that sounded pretty good. So I just chose that, and I'll just turn all these on. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I created an automation clip, and then put it in the playlist, and then I just rendered it out to a beat. But before we get started, I'll just show you my little preset. So usually I use EQO, so I just boost the highs depending on the drums I have. I'll just boost the highs either this sector or this sector, and if you want to know the exact kind of hertz or whatever frequencies, you can see those. And then typically my low end is pretty much the same. I usually do a dip here, and then around here I'll take those out, and then these I'll just adjust depending on the 808, so you can hear the difference. You can see it's a lot tighter, a lot thumpier, and then we got the soft clipper. Boom. So that's kind of like my basic preset I always use now. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you do actually, you could use the frequency splitter. This is actually pretty good. Now, not on top of all this, but you know, you could really. Right, if you wanted to kind of get an easier way to get that effect, you could use this, but I'm not. So, okay, so now let's go into the playlist and show you what I actually did. And I'm gonna just organize those real quick. Actually, I'm gonna just leave them. So here's what I did just to kind of like show the effect. So for the actual of like the growth speed or speed up effect on the part where the main melody is low. Oh, wait. Right, it's like lower. This is where I put the speed up effect. Wait. And then when it went high pitch, I let it play low, regular speed, so the frequencies don't collide. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll play it, or I'll just play the beat. Well, it's gonna double up because I have double effects. But usually I would like play around with this a little bit. Do something like this. Try it fast. All right, and I don't think it will sound good in slow mode though. Actually sounds pretty good reversed. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. That is the beats. But hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.